A yellow taxi cuts through drizzling shadows. The city slows its tired pulse at last. I count the hours spent for someone's promise and trade my youth into the fading past. The vending machine glows beside the corner. A paper cup holds warmth that doesn't stay. I stare into the glass of the display and watch another shadow fade away. I lock the worries deep inside my coat, where cold winds never reach the aching soul. I walk the narrow lane without a sound and let the quiet night take full control. Stay a little longer in the quiet street, where weary footsteps in the darkness meet. Even if the morning brings another trial, let me rest here in the dark a little while. Stay a little longer in this gentle rain, before the daylight calls me back again. I carry all the heavy words unsaid and let the shadows cushion where I tread. The convenience store sign blinks in pale blue light. An old clerk nods behind the dusty glass. I buy a warm drink just to feel some comfort and watch the midnight delivery trucks pass. My phone screen lights up with no words from you, just overdue reports and missed deadlines. I sigh into the misty autumn air and read between the tired, worn-out lines. I wear my fatigue like a heavy shroud. It shields my spirit from the rush and noise. Your distant memory rises like a ghost, a quiet whisper of a forgotten choice. Stay a little longer in the quiet street, where weary footsteps in the darkness meet. Even if the morning brings another trial, let me rest here in the dark a little while. Stay a little longer in this gentle rain, before the daylight calls me back again. I carry all the heavy words unsaid and let the shadows cushion where I tread. If I could trade these endless grinding days for just one moment where my heart was free, I stand beneath the street lamp in the drizzle and remember who I used to be. Perhaps tomorrow brings the same routine. Perhaps the strain will never ease its hold. But in the silent midnight hour alone, I keep a little fire from growing cold. Stay a little longer in the quiet street, where weary footsteps in the darkness meet. Even if the morning brings another trial, let me rest here in the dark a little while. Stay a little longer in this gentle rain, before the daylight calls me back again. I carry all the heavy words unsaid and let the shadows cushion where I tread. Drizzle on the street, footsteps on the stone. The day is over now, I walk home alone. glass tower behind me dims its glowing head, leaving only shadow where my youth was spent. My dark suit smells of instant coffee and rain, stepping out onto the damp pavement again. The alleyways whisper with wet neon light as another long weekday fades into night. I stare down at my worn leather shoes, paying my dues with nothing left to lose. The subway platform echoes cold and deep, a city full of tired men who never sleep. Counting stops on the late train home, in a crowded car yet entirely alone. I traded my young heart for a steady price. Now I live my life on frozen quiet ice. Counting stops while the rain falls down through the dark beneath this heavy town. I don't complain, I just pull my coat tight and carry my weary soul through the midnight. A steam fog window at the corner store. I eat a quiet meal standing near the door. The cashier never looks me in the eye, just like every shadow passing by. My reflection looks older than it did last year, a stoic face worn down by silent fear. I stack my plastic tray and step outside into the cold wind where the ghosts all hide. I stare down at my worn leather shoes, paying my dues with nothing left to lose. The subway platform echoes cold and deep, a city full of tired men who never sleep. Counting stops on the late train home, in a crowded car yet entirely alone. I traded my young heart for a steady price. Now I live my life on frozen quiet ice. Counting stops while the rain falls down through the dark beneath this heavy town. I don't complain, I just pull my coat tight and carry my weary soul through the midnight. Did I ever have a dream I used to hold before my hands turned stiff and cold? Now every paycheck is a quiet compromise, and tomorrow morning the same sun will rise. I step off at my station in the gray gloom, walking up the stairs to an empty room. No sound inside except my heavy tread and a cold unmade bed. Counting stops on the late train home, in a crowded car yet entirely alone. I traded my young heart for a steady price. Now I live my life on frozen quiet ice. Counting stops while the rain falls down through the dark beneath this heavy town. I don't complain, I just pull my coat tight and carry my weary soul through the midnight. Coat on the chair, keys on the shelf. Another long day, lost to myself. The computer screen fades to black, the hallway lights go down so low. I pack my briefcase in the dark, with nowhere warm I need to go. The subway steps are wet and cold, a cheap umbrella in my hand. I trade my youth to buy my bread and watch it slip like falling sand. I loosen up my faded tie and lean against the frosted glass. I trace the raindrops on the window pane and watch another shadow pass. Just another long day in this quiet town. looking for a place where a working man can rest. Just another cold night in the falling rain, a quiet heart that learned to live with pain. I do not speak, I do not cry out loud, just a lonely shadow fading in the crowd. The corner shop glows soft and blue, an instant meal upon the tray. The young clerk never looks my way as another midnight slips away. My worn out shoes feel far too heavy along the narrow alley street. The quiet rain upon the wall is the only friend I meet. I stare at numbers on my phone and count the hours left to sleep. I wear fatigue just like a coat to hide the promises I couldn't keep. Just another long day in this quiet town, where all my simple dreams turn gray and fall down. I carry all these heavy years inside my tired chest, looking for a place where a working man can rest. Just another cold night in the falling rain, a quiet heart that learned to live with pain. I do not speak, I do not cry out loud, just a lonely shadow fading in the crowd. When I was young I had a spark before the deadlines filled the dark. Now I just watch the calendar turning slow in silent cups of cold black tea. Tomorrow comes the morning train to drag me back into the line. So let me hold this quiet space and pretend this moment still is mine. Just another long day in this quiet town, where all my simple dreams turn gray and fall down. I carry all these heavy years inside my tired chest, looking for a place where a working man can rest. Just another cold night in the falling rain, a quiet heart that learned to live with pain. I do not speak, I do not cry out loud, just a lonely shadow fading in the crowd. The key turns slow, the door stays cold. Another night grows old, and tomorrow comes again. The elevator doors slide open slow. Another long day resting on my back. My heavy footsteps echo on the street, where street lamps bleed across the faded black. I loosen up my tie and pull my coat. The city breeze feels colder than before. I spent my daytime giving all my breath, and now there's nothing left inside the store. I count the shadows stretching on the wall, each silent step a heavy, lonely price. I spent my youth to build a quiet dream, and paid for every second twice. Carry this weary heart through empty streets, a tired song floating in the rain. Even if tomorrow brings the same old task, I hide away the quiet aching pain. Carry this heavy soul into the night when no one asks how much I have to bear. I close my eyes and breathe the chilly air and leave my heavy sorrows lying there. The subway stairs lead down into the dark, a few tired faces waiting for the train. We do not speak, we only stare ahead, all bound together by the same no strain. Now look into the glass and see a face, a worn-out worker aging year by year, who traded all his quiet afternoons for simple pay and one unspoken tear. I hold my leather briefcase to my chest, it holds the weight of all I could not say. I watch the glowing tunnel down below and wait for night to wash the world away. Carry this weary heart through empty streets like a tired song floating in the rain. Even if tomorrow brings the same old task, I hide away the quiet aching pain. Carry this heavy soul into the night when no one asks how much I have to bear. I close my eyes and breathe the chilly air and leave my heavy sorrows lying there. If I could stop the ticking of the clock, I would sit right here and let my spirit rest. No telephone, no deadlines in the dark, no heavy expectations on my chest. Perhaps tomorrow brings a softer sun, perhaps the burden lightens down the road. But for tonight I walk these wet paved streets and quietly endure this heavy load. Carry this weary heart through empty streets like a tired song floating in the rain. Even if tomorrow brings the same old task, I hide away the quiet aching pain. Carry this heavy soul into the night when no one asks how much I have to bear. I close my eyes and breathe the chilly air and leave my heavy sorrows lying there. Late night streets, worn out shoes, tomorrow comes with nothing left to lose. My wet coat hangs beside the narrow door. Another 14 hours slip away. I count the quiet steps across the floor and put aside the burden of the day. The subway pass sits heavy on the wood beside a plastic cup of lukewarm tea. I gave them every effort that I could and left no piece of anything for me. I look out at the wet and yellow light and can trace the drops along the window pane. I hold the heavy silence of the night and try to wash away this tired pain. Stay a little longer in my quiet room, like a soft melody across the gloom. Even if the morning brings another shift, your memory is the only remaining gift. Stay a little longer in the falling rain, like a gentle lake I carry in my vein. I do not cry, I do not make a sound when late night shadows gather all around. The clock upon the wall clicks slow and deep. A dry necktie lies crumpled on the chair. The busy city lulls itself to sleep, while cold steam rises in the chilly air. I spend my youth for numbers on a sheet and bow my head to keep a modest place. Now walking home along the empty street, I look for traces of your vanished face. I wear my sorrow like a heavy coat. It shields me from the wind that cuts the street. Your name is still a murmur in my throat, a quiet rhythm in my heart's slow beat. Stay a little longer in my quiet room, like a soft melody across the gloom. Even if the morning brings another shift, your memory is the only remaining gift. Stay a little longer in the falling rain, like a gentle lake I carry in my vein. I do not cry, I do not make a sound when late night shadows gather all around. If I could hold this midnight hour still, I would not fear the morning's early train. One simple breath to cure this winter chill, one moment spared from all this silent strain. Perhaps my life was meant to fade like dust, perhaps the work is all I have to show. But in the dark where iron meets the rust, you are the only truth I used to know. Stay a little longer in my quiet room, like a soft melody across the gloom. Even if the morning brings another shift, your memory is the only remaining gift. Stay a little longer in the falling rain, like a gentle lake I carry in my vein. I do not cry, I do not make a sound when late night shadows gather all around. Rain on the pavement, lights in the dark. The train moves on, deep in my heart. Heavy wooden door drifts slowly shut. Another 13 hours passed away. I check the time upon my tired wrist and watch the lingering shadows drift away. The streetlights flicker in the neon fog. My steps are heavy on the wet cement. I spend my youth to make an honest living and wonder where the golden moments went. I trace your memory down the avenue while cold raindrops fall against my face. I keep on walking through the silent dark and search for warmth inside this empty place. Hold me in the quiet of the city street, where the bitter cold and won't say a word in the quietest sigh that's ever heard. The convenience store displays a yellow glow. I buy a warm tea for my trembling hand. The alleyways are whispering your name in a quiet language I don't understand. The overhead wires drip with evening dew. My briefcase sways beside my weary knee. I sold my daytime for a silver coin and gave my nights to your ghost and me. I wrap my coat around this lonely frame to shield the chill that settles in my chest. I whisper softly to the empty night and pray my heavy soul can find some rest. Hold me in the quiet of the city street, where the bitter cold shadows me. That's ever heard. If I could stop the dawn from breaking through, I'd linger in the dark where you remain. One more minute with your memory to ease this quiet, familiar pain. Perhaps my youth was spent on foolish dreams. Perhaps the time was destined to erase. Yet every morning when I start the grind, I search the crowded train to see your face. Hold me in the quiet of the city street, where the bitter cold shadows me. Even if the morning brings the strain, still carry your affection through the rain. Hold me in the stillness of the midnight hour, like a fading petal on an autumn flower. I won't speak out, I won't say a word in the quietest sigh that's ever heard. Rain on the asphalt, footsteps in the night, another work day over, fading out of sight. The lobby clock strikes midnight clear and slow. The rainy asphalt reflects the neon glow. Another 12 hours buried in the page, living my youth inside a quiet cage. I step past the lobby where the guard still stands, wiping the tired sweat right off my hands. The city sleeps beneath the silver veil, while I retrace a cold and lonely trail. I hold my umbrella against the northern breeze, watching the mist cling softly to the trees. I count my footsteps on the pavement gray, and watch the burden of the sun away. Rest in the shadows of this quiet street, where worn out shoes and empty alleys meet. Though all my years are slipping through my grip, a weary smile stays upon my lip. Rest in the shadows till the morning light, and let the rain wash out the heavy night. I is glowing down the lane, steam rising up to meet the gentle rain. I sit on a stool and order warm tea low, watching the shadows flicker soft and slow. The old cook nods without a single word, the quietest comfort that I ever heard. He knows the fatigue inside a working soul, how hard it is to make a spirit whole. I wear my fatigue just like a heavy coat, a silent swallow in a dry old throat. Your memory lingers in the vapor cloud, away from every busy, rushing crowd. Rest in the shadows of this quiet street, where worn out shoes and empty alleys meet. Though all my years are slipping through my grip, a weary smile stays upon my lip. Rest in the shadows till the morning light, and let the rain wash out the heavy night. I don't cry out, I don't make a sound, but all your warmth is still around. I traded dreams for a silver monthly check. Now time is wrapping round my tired neck. Yet in the quiet of this midnight hour, I feel a soft and gentle kind of power. Tomorrow comes with another stack of files, another day of fake and polite smiles. But right here in the dark I can finally breathe, and let the heavy world take its leave. Rest in the shadows of this quiet street, where worn out shoes and empty alleys meet. Though all my years are slipping through my grip, a weary smile stays upon my lip. Rest in the shadows till the morning light, and let the rain wash out the heavy night. I don't cry out, I don't make a sound, but all your warmth is still around. Rain on the asphalt, steam in the air. The night moves on and I'm standing there. The plastic umbrella drips on my polished shoes. Another long day fades into the damp night air. I loosen the silver knot around my throat and watch the glowing red sign across the square. A tired shadow leans against the convenience store door, buying cheap canned coffee to warm my frozen hands. The reflection in the window looks older now, living out a life I never quite planned. I step out under the heavy concrete skies, where neon yellow bleeds into the gray. I wrap my wet wool coat around my chest and let the quiet street take me away. Carry me home, you cold city breeze, past the quiet towers asleep in the freeze. Even if the morning brings the same old load, let me rest a moment on this quiet road. Carry me home through the falling rain, softening the weight of this silent pain. I don't look back, I don't utter a word, just the softest echo that was ever heard. The automatic turnstile swallows up my car. The platform bench is empty and glistening wet. I sit with my briefcase resting on my knees, counting all the debts that I can't pay yet. A distant rumble rolls down the iron track. The headlight cuts through the midnight steam. Another late worker staring straight ahead, trading all his youth for a quiet dream. I wear my fatigue like an old winter coat. It keeps me steady while it slows my pace. Your name still lingers on my weary tongue, a gentle shadow in a crowded place. Carry me home, you cold city breeze, past the quiet towers asleep in the freeze. Even if the morning brings the same old load, let me rest a moment on this quiet road. Carry me home through the falling rain, softening softest echo that was ever heard. If I could trade these hours for a piece of peace, I'd sit beside the river till the waters freeze. One quiet breath before the sun comes round. One simple truth that I have finally found. Maybe the work was never meant to save my soul. Maybe the dark is where I feel whole. Yet every sunrise calling from the east finds me standing ready for the work at least. Carry me home, you cold city breeze, past the quiet towers asleep in the freeze. Even if the morning brings the same old load, let me rest a moment on this quiet road. Carry me home through the falling rain, softening the weight of this silent pain. I don't look back, I don't utter a word, just the softest echo that was ever heard. Street lights dimming out, raindrops on the stone. Daylight comes again, walking back alone. Another weary sun goes down behind the steel. The crowded subway platform starts to clear. I carry home the tiredness I cannot heal, and 30 years of working through the fear. Cold black coffee settles in my hand. The streetlights flicker blue against the shade. I walk the narrow alley where I stand and watch the simple dreams I used to make. Count the footsteps fading down the street and whisper to the shadow at my side. The daily rhythm of my worn out feet is all the comfort left for me to hide. Stay a little longer in this quiet place where nobody remembers who I was back then. A tired salaryman with a faded face, trying to find his youthful heart again. Stay a little longer while the rain comes down and washes out the troubles of the day. In this dark corner of a sleeping town, I let the heavy silence slip away. My folded tie rests heavy in my pocket now. The late night stores turning slowly dim. I wipe the cold raindrops from off my brow and take a seat beside the outer rim. The passing taxi kicks a puddle high. A neon sign flickers out its rusty red. I look up at the dark and heavy sky and think about the words I never said. I wear my sorrow like a heavy coat. It keeps me warm, it keeps me locked inside, and not a fatigue hanging in my throat with nowhere left for my regret to hide. Stay a little longer in this quiet place when nobody remembers who I was back then. A tired salaryman with a faded face, trying to find his youthful heart again. Stay a little longer while the rain comes down and washes out the troubles of the day. In this dark corner of a sleeping town, I let the heavy silence slip away. If I could trade these years of suit and tie for just one morning filled with clear blue light, I'd lay down all my worries and not ask why, and sleep right through the cold and endless night. Perhaps a lifetime's work is just a breath, a quiet promise given to the dark before the morning calls me back again, to leave another small and silent mark. Stay a little longer in this quiet place where nobody remembers who I was back then. A tired salaryman with a faded face, trying to find his youthful heart again. Stay a little longer while the rain comes down and washes out the troubles of the day. In this dark corner of a sleeping town, I let the heavy silence slip away. Rain on the asphalt, street lights turn dim, the long shift is over, night folds me in. My damn shoes tread upon the concrete ground. The midnight air is thick with falling mist. I loosen up my tie without a sound and count the quiet hours that I missed. The street light flickers red, then turns to green. An empty alley stretches out ahead. I am a quiet ghost inside the scene, remembering the words I left unsaid. I carry all my weary thoughts alone across the shadow of the sleepless street. The tired rhythm in my heavy bone is all the company I ever meet. Stay a little while inside this gentle dark, like a soft melody upon a rusty needle mark. Even if the day has drained my weary soul, the quiet midnight river makes me whole. Stay a little while before the morning light, like a soft whisper through the cool wet night. I don't complain, I do not make a plea. Just let the midnight darkness cover me. The convenience store blows yellow down the lane. I buy a warm tea for my calloused hand. The steam rises slow against the window pane, while rainy neon flickers through the land. The paper receipt crumpled in my coat tells tales of simple meals and lonely places. A heavy sigh is caught inside my throat as midnight hides the weary city faces. I carry all my weary thoughts alone across the shadow of the sleepless street. The tired rhythm in my heavy bone is all the company I ever meet. Stay a little while inside this gentle dark, like a soft melody upon a rusty needle mark. Even if the day has drained my weary soul, the quiet midnight river makes me whole. Stay a little while before the morning light, like a soft the midnight darkness cover me. If I could stop the morning sun from rise, I'd sit forever on this wooden bench and close my aching, tired, heavy eyes, away from all the worries and the tension. Maybe tomorrow brings the same old routine. Maybe the working day will never end. But in this quiet hour in between, the lonely darkness feels just like a friend. Stay a little while inside this gentle dark, like a soft melody upon a rusty needle mark. Even if the day has drained my weary soul, the quiet midnight river makes me whole. Stay a little while before the morning light, like a soft whisper through the cool at night. I don't complain, I do not make a plea. Just let the midnight darkness cover me. Mist on the street, night, night coming down. The long day ends in this quiet town. The alley by the station smells of rainfall. The overhead express train rolls away. I count the hours spent inside the tower, trading off another heavy day. A convenience store is blinking on the corner. I buy a hot drink just to warm my hands. The steam glass has the quiet world outside where nobody quite understands. I stretch my fingers stiffen from the keys and watch the puddles ripple in the street. The night breeze whispers through the wet asphalt where tired shadows meet. Give me a minute in the quiet dark before I rest this weary heart of mine. The world moves fast while I am standing still, just counting down the passing time. Give me a minute in this falling rain to wash away the burden that I bear. I close my eyes and breathe the chilly air and find a silent comfort there. My brief receipt is crumpled in my pocket, a record of a day that came and went. The salaryman returns to simple silence when all his strength is spent. The river bridge is shrouded in the twilight. The city lights burn soft against the gray. I turn my collar up against the wind and brush the fatigue away. I stretch my fingers stiffen from the keys and watch the puddles ripple in the street. The night breeze whispers through the wet asphalt where tired shadows meet. Give me a minute in the quiet dark before I rest this weary heart of mine. The world moves fast while I am standing still, just counting down the passing time. Give me a minute in this falling rain to wash away the burden that I bear. I close my eyes and breathe the chilly and slow, and I have nothing left to burn. Give me a minute in the quiet dark before I rest this weary heart of mine. The world moves fast while I am standing still, just counting down the passing time. Give me a minute in this falling rain to wash away the burden that I bear. I close my eyes and breathe the chilly air and find a silent comfort there. Quiet raindrops, streetlight glow, home at last, soft and slow. My briefcase rests beside my heavy feet. The subway platform smells of diesel air. Another 16 hours bought and sold, and no one left at home to really care. The convenience store light glows across the street, a frozen meal for one inside my hand. I count the coins remaining in my palm and wonder how much longer I can stand. I feel the cold wind pulling at my coat. The traffic dies away to distant gray. I pack my silence in a paper bag and watch another workday slip away. Hold me softly in this midnight street, like a quiet memory of a simpler time. Even though the world moves far too fast, I leave my tired soul behind the line. Hold me softly in the drizzle now, like a heavy ache I cannot name. I turn my collar up against the dark and walk alone inside this weary game. The company ledger closes for the night. The signatures all fade into the past. A bottle of cheap spirit on the porch and wishes that were never built to last. The tall glass towers shine like silver pins. They never care who breaks beneath the load. I drag my shadow down the narrow steps and take the long way home along the road. I wear my worn out jacket like a shield. It hides the heavy burden in my chest. Your missing voice still lingers in the wind when all I ever wanted was some rest. Hold me softly in this midnight street, like a quiet memory of a simpler time. Even though the world moves far too fast, I leave my tired soul behind the line. Hold me softly in the drizzle now, like a heavy ache I cannot name. I turn my collar up against the dark and walk alone inside this weary game. If I could trade these years of endless toil, I'd buy a single morning in the sun, without a boss to answer or a debt, before the race was lost, before begun. Perhaps a worker's heart was made to tie. Perhaps the rain is all I get to hold. The streetlight flickers out above my head and leaves me in the quiet and the cold. Hold me softly in this midnight street, like a quiet memory of a simpler time. Even though the world moves far too fast, I leave my tired soul behind the line. Hold me softly in the drizzle now, like a heavy ache I cannot name. I turn my collar up against the dark and walk alone inside this weary game. Briefcase on the floor, shoes beside the door. The night goes quiet now. I rest somehow.
The turnstile clicks as I step outside. The city walls are turning gray. I spent another 12 long hours trading my golden youth away. A tired reflection in the window pane, a faded badge around my neck. I sacrificed my dreams for rent and left my spirit in a wreck. I turn my collar up against the wind and count the footsteps on the floor. I try to find the man I used to be before I locked that office door. Stay a little longer in my weary mind, like a soft song playing in the dark. Even if another day has slipped away, I still remember how to hold a spark. Stay a little longer in this midnight rain, like a quiet ache I carry deep inside. I don't complain, I don't say a word, with nowhere left for me to hide. The neon sign blinks near the alleyway where old men drink their troubles down. I sit alone with a steaming bowl in this cold and endless town. My pockets hold a receipt or two, a list of things I couldn't reach. The moonlight falling on the wet asphalt is lessons only silence can teach. I fold my coat around my heavy chest, it keeps me warm, it keeps me still. I try to speak to the empty night, but I've forgotten how to feel. Stay a little longer in my weary mind, like a soft song playing in the dark. Even if another day has slipped away, I still remember how to hold a spark. Stay a little longer in this midnight rain, like a quiet ache I carry deep inside. I don't complain, I don't say a word, with nowhere left for me to hide. If I could stop the morning sun from rising, I'd linger in this peaceful shade. One more minute before the rush begins, before the quiet memories fade. Maybe success was never mine to find, maybe time was moving way too fast. But every night that finds me walking home, I hope this quiet rest will last. Stay a little longer in my weary mind, like a soft song playing in the dark. Even if with nowhere left for me to hide. Rain on the street, lights in the dark. The day is done. Rest now, my heart.
I pack my worn-out leather bag in silence. The empty hallway smells of stale black tea. Another 12-hour shift has slipped behind me, and no one waits at home to welcome me. The streetlights ripple on the pavement wetness. The convenience store glows cold across the lane. I buy a warm canned drink to thaw my fingers and watch the dark sky turn to steady rain. I step into the shadow of the evening and listen to the rhythm of my boots. The city wears a heavy coat of sadness, and I am just a man without his roots. Stay a little longer in the quiet, let the tired evening wash away the strain. Even if the day was hard and lonely, I still carry on through grief and pain. Stay a little longer in this rainstorm, like a heavy sigh I keep inside my chest. I don't complain, I don't ask for a favor, I just search the midnight for some rest. The midnight train rolls slowly past the crossing. A couple holds each other in the street. I turn my collar up against the night wind and count the tired paces of my feet. My shoulder aches from decades of the burden of chasing dreams that drifted out of sight. A lonely salaryman with fading memories, just looking for a spark inside the night. I step into the shadow of the evening and listen to the rhythm of my boots. The city wears a heavy coat of sadness, and I am just a man without his roots. Stay a little longer in the quiet, let the tired evening wash away the strain. Even if the day was hard and lonely, I still carry on through grief and pain. Stay a little longer in this rainstorm, like a heavy sigh I keep inside my chest. I don't complain, I don't ask for a favor, I just search the midnight for some rest. If I could give my youth another moment, I'd tell myself to slow the racing gear, to trade the endless papers and the deadlines for someone who could wipe away a tear. The streetlight flickers low above the alley, the city sleeps beneath the velvet shade. Tomorrow brings another early morning before the shadows of the past can fade. Stay a little longer in the quiet, let the tired evening wash away the strain. Even if the day was hard and lonely, I still carry on through grief and pain. Stay a little longer in this rainstorm, like a heavy sigh I keep inside my chest. I don't complain, I don't ask for a favor, I just search the midnight for some rest. Cold rain on the pavement, mist upon the glass. Another day behind me as the quiet hours pass. Subway stairs feel steeper every night. My heavy coat is soaked in autumn mist. I count the shadows on the damp concrete and wonder where the younger years were missed. The street lamp flickers near the corner shop where old men gather for a drink alone. I bow my head and keep a quiet pace and make my way back to a silent home. I hold my breath against the biting cold. The empty hours drift like falling snow. I close my eyes and feel the quiet grief of all the simple dreams I used to know. Carry me softly through the quiet night before the morning calls my name again. Though all my youth has drifted down the stream, I still remain a gentle, weary man. Carry me softly in the falling rain, a quiet ache that never really heals. I make no sound, I do not raise my voice. I only carry what a worker feels. The streetlight shines upon my worn out watch. The ticking hands move slower than before. Another 12 long hours left behind. Another key turned in a heavy door. The morning light will find me at my desk with tired paper stacked against the wall. I traded all my quiet sunny days to answer every corporate telephone call. I hold my breath against the biting cold. The empty hours drift like falling snow. I close my eyes and feel the quiet grief of all the simple dreams I used to know. Carry me softly through the quiet night before the morning calls my name again. Though all my youth has drifted down the stream, I still remain a gentle, weary man. Carry me softly in the falling rain, a quiet ache that never really heals. I make no sound, I do not raise my voice. I only carry what a worker feels. If I could give back every overtime hour and sit beside the river like a child, I'd listen to the wind among the trees and let my weary spirit wander wild. But dawn arrives without a single sound. The city wheels begin to turn once more. I smooth my collar with a trembling hand and walk back through the heavy office door. Carry me softly through the quiet night before the morning calls my name again. Though all my youth has drifted down the stream, I still remain a gentle, weary man. Carry me softly in the falling rain, a quiet ache that never really heals. choice. I make no sound, I do not raise my voice. I only carry what a worker feels. Rain on the stone, cold in the air. The night moves on, and I am there. Check my pocket for the transit card. The autumn wind is sharp against my face. Another 12-hour shift is behind me, and I am returning to an empty space. The convenience store glows across the street, a steaming instant noodle cup in hand. I watch the blurry headlights roll away, too tired to care or try to understand. I pull my scarf up closer to my chin and feel the heavy rhythm of the rain. I thought that hard work puts your ghost to sleep, but nightfall brings you back to me again. Stay a little longer in my tired mind, like a soft melody left far behind. Even if the years have washed away your trace, I still look for you in every passing phase. Stay a little longer in this midnight chill, where the weary shadows stay so quiet and still. I don't speak out, I don't utter a word, but you're the sweetest sound I ever heard. The company reports are locked away, my hands still smell of ink and paper dust. A middle-aged man sitting on the train, holding a handrail dull with gray and rust. The sliding doors part at my usual stop, the neon sign of the fried chicken shop reflects in puddles dark and deep and wide, where all my silent dreams step to the side. I wear my weariness like an old coat. It weighs me down, it keeps me in my place. Your name still drifts across the foggy glass, a fragile memory I cannot erase. Stay a little longer in my tired mind, like a soft melody left far behind. Even if the years have washed away your trace, I still look for you in every passing phase. Stay a little longer in this midnight chill, where the weary shadows stay so quiet and still. I don't speak out, I don't utter a word, but you're the sweetest sound I ever heard. If I could stop the morning sun from rising, I'd sit right here upon this wet concrete and count the distant signals turning red along this endless, lonely city street. Maybe tomorrow I will smile again, bow to my boss and play my simple part. But in the quiet darkness of the night, I carry only your remaining heart. Stay a little longer in my tired mind, like a soft melody left far behind. Even if the years have washed away your trace, I still look for you in every passing phase. Stay a little longer in this midnight chill, where the weary shadows stay so quiet and still. I don't speak out, I don't utter a word, but you're the sweetest sound I ever heard. Footsteps on the stairs, keys inside the lock, silence in the room. cuts across the empty plaza. The last few overhead lights blink away. I count the footsteps of a tired shadow, just another worker at the end of day. The steaming broth is sitting on the counter, a small green bottle sitting in my hand. I sip the bitterness of quiet hours that no one else will ever understand. I whisper all my worries to the night and let the rain wash over every stain. I keep the heavy burden out of sight and swallow down the quiet, aching pain. Stay a little longer in the dimming street, like an old song playing soft and slow. Even if the years have brought me to my knees, I still have nowhere else to go. Stay a little longer in this midnight chill, where the weary hearts can rest a while. I don't complain, I don't demand a word, I just put on a quiet, tired smile. The neon sign flickers above the alley where weary men come looking for relief. A folded newspaper upon the table, holding someone else's distant grief. The midnight hour settles on my shoulders like a heavy coat I cannot throw away. I trace the scratches on the wooden table and think about tomorrow's long delay. I whisper all my worries to the night and let the rain wash over every stain. I keep the heavy burden out of sight and swallow down the quiet, aching pain. Stay a little longer in the dimming street, like an old song playing soft and slow. Even if the years have brought me to my knees, I still have nowhere else to go. Stay a little longer in this midnight chill, where the weary hearts can rest a while. I don't complain, I don't demand a word, I just put on a quiet, tired smile. If I could stop the morning sun from rising, I'd sit right here beneath the fading glow. One more minute before the city wakes up, one more breath before I have to go. Maybe youth was something meant to vanish, maybe life is just a long commute. I walk alone into the breaking morning, wearing my worn out, heavy working suit. Stay a little longer in the dimming street, like an old song playing soft and slow. Even if the years have brought me to my knees, I still have nowhere else to go. Stay a little longer in this midnight chill, where the weary hearts can rest a while. I don't complain, I don't demand a word, I just put on a quiet, tired smile. Drizzle on the street, smoke into the sky, yeah. Another long day done as the quiet world goes by. The fluorescent glare leaves my eyes at last. The asphalt outside glistens in the dark. I count the stops on this late night run, where every lantern leaves a tiny spark. The silver handrail feels cold in my palm. The quiet carriage holds a dozen souls. We keep our heads down in the muted air, while time moves on and quietly takes its toll. I trace the reflection on the window glass and see a face I used to know so well. The night grows heavy on these tired eyes with stories that I never learned to tell. Carry me home through the sleeping street, where the shadows fall long and low. I leave the weight of another day behind, in the quiet places where the rivers flow. Carry me home through the falling mist, where the cold wind whispers your name. I close my eyes in the dark once more and find that everything still feels the same. A half-eaten meal sits upon the desk, beside a notebook filled with forgotten dates. I kick my shoes off by the narrow door, where simple silence silently awaits. The distant highway breathes a low, steady sigh, like water rushing through a lonely drain. I watch the street lamp throw a yellow light across the glass that glistens in the rain. I trace the reflection on the window glass and see a face I used to know so well. The night grows heavy on these tired eyes with stories that I never learned to tell. Carry me home through the sleeping street, where the shadows fall long and low. I leave the weight of another day behind, in the quiet places where the rivers flow. Carry me home through the falling mist, where the cold wind whispers your name. I close my eyes in the dark once more and find that everything still feels the same. If I could put away the morning sun and stay forever in this quiet space, I'd let the worries of the world wash out without a single shadow on my face. The clock ticks slow on the painted wall, a steady rhythm in the gentle gloom, and all the promises I couldn't keep are resting softly in this lonely room. Carry me home through the sleeping street, where the shadows fall long and low. I leave the weight of another day behind, in the quiet places where the rivers flow. Carry me home through the falling Overhead lamps cast a sickly amber glow as I shuffle down the pavement feeling slow. A day of bows and promises is finally complete. My heavy footsteps echo on the wet asphalt street. The corner Pocha glimmers through the night, a single curtain hiding off the harsh white light. I hold a lukewarm glass inside my hand, a lonely worker who forgot where he should stand. I close my eyes against the chilling breeze and hear the tall trees swaying in a gentle ease. I loosen up my grip upon the past and wonder how much longer I can last. Hold me in the stillness of the midnight hour, like a faded blossom losing all its power. Though the busy world has shut its heavy door, I am left here standing on this cold stone floor. Hold me in the darkness of the city street, where the bitter river and the shadows meet. I won't speak a word, I won't cause a scene, just lingering where my youth has always been. The vending machine buzzes in the dim station hall, a faded schedule pasted on the dirty tile wall. My reflection in the window looks so worn and pale, a man who lost his compass in a quiet gale. The night train rattles slowly on the iron track, carrying the burden that I can't put back. And every neon sign along the avenue reminds me of the simple dreams I once knew. I close my eyes against the chilling breeze and hear the tall trees swaying in a gentle ease. I loosen up my grip upon the past and wonder how much longer I can last. Hold me in the stillness of the midnight hour, like a faded blossom losing all its power. Though the busy world has shut its heavy door, I am left here standing on this cold stone floor. Hold me in the darkness of the city street, where the bitter river and the shadows meet. I won't speak a word, I won't cause a scene, just lingering where my youth has always been. If I could stop the morning sun from rising high, I'd sit beneath this dark and heavy sky. One more minute in the peaceful blue before the morning forces me to start anew. Perhaps the road was never meant to heal, perhaps this ache is all I'm left to feel. But every dawn that finds me stepping out still carries all my quiet pain and doubt. Oh, hold me in the stillness of the midnight hour, like a faded blossom losing all its power. Though the busy world has shut its heavy door, I am left here standing on this cold stone floor. Hold me in the darkness of the city street, where the bitter river and the shadows meet. I won't speak a word, I won't cause a scene, just lingering where my youth has always been. Rain on the asphalt, shadows in the night. The day is done, I fade from light.
The office lights go down at last, the street lights wash the pavement blue. I trace the shadows of my past, and every memory leads to you. The midnight train is moving slow, the quiet window holds my face. I carry home a heavy woe and look for you in every place. I whisper low into the dark when neon reflections bleed and fade. I look for just a single spark inside the quiet life we made. Stay a little longer in this tired heart, like a fading melody played in the dark. Even if your reflection has drifted away, your ghost in my coat pocket decides to stay. Stay a little longer in the falling mist, like a gentle sorrow I cannot resist. I don't call out, I don't utter a word, though your soft voice is all I ever heard. My worn out suit is stained with rain. The station clock ticks 4 minutes past. I drink hot tea to dull the pain and wish that yesterday could last. The quiet alley leads me home past small shops closing for the night. I walk these empty streets alone beneath a solitary light. I whisper low into the dark when neon reflections bleed and fade. I look for just a single spark inside the quiet life we made. Stay a little longer in this tired heart, like a fading melody played in the dark. Even if your reflection has drifted away, your ghost in my coat pocket decides to stay. Stay a little longer in the falling mist, like a gentle sorrow I cannot resist. I don't call out, I don't utter a word, though your soft voice is all I ever heard. If I could stretch this late hour out, I'd linger in the shadows of the past, without a worry, without a doubt, where our sweet morning used to last. Perhaps my youth was spent too fast, perhaps the city claimed my soul, but every midnight that has passed still leaves me broken and incomplete. Stay a little longer in this tired heart, like a fading melody played in the dark. Even if your reflection has drifted away, your ghost in my coat pocket decides